Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, where it's not about the pose and you don't have to be perfect. Hi, I'm Leslie Fightmaster. Today we'll start our practice Ashtanga Yoga inspired vinyasa for personal power. It is a vigorous practice, so feel free to push the pause button and rest whenever you need to. Stand at the top of your mat, bring your hands together, big toes touching, heels slightly apart or feet hip socket distance apart. Begin your ujjayi breathing in and out through the nose, slightly constricting the back of your throat. On our journey of the joy of living, today's reminder is to let go of people who are not supportive. Surround yourself with positive people. As you move through your practice today, be reminded of your strength, and not just your physical, but the strength in your mind and your spirit. So we'll begin with some sun salutations. Release your hands down. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach your arms up. Touch palms or not. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold. Bend the knees as needed as you warm up. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step to plank. We'll do the first one modified. So knees down, shift forward, lower to the belly. Exhale. Hands by low ribs. As you inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Keep your knees down as you press up and then lift back to downward facing dog. Arms or shoulders distance, feet hips width. Keep your knees soft and bicycle the legs if you like as you breathe here. So the modified vinyasa, the modified sun salutation we just did, feel free to do all of them that way. Stretch back in your down dog. Pull your belly in and up. Lift your pelvic floor muscles. Those are your bandhas. Want to keep those engaged. Really helps with personal power. Now take an inhale. Come way up onto your toes. Exhale. Keep your butt up. And then inhale, step or hop feet to the front. Come halfway up, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale. Reach out, around, and up. Looking up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases as you fold. Pull your belly in even here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, stepping back to plank, shift forward, chaturanga. Knees can be up or down. Inhale, upward dog or stick with cobra as before. And exhale, stretch back, downward facing dog. So spread your fingers, press into the base of the fingers, lift through your forearms, and breathe. And really with the Ashtanga practice, the breath is the most important. My teacher would say it over and over. It's a breath practice, so don't worry about all the poses. Do the best that you can, but keep your breath as steady as possible. Inhales and exhales equal. Draw in through the belly and the pelvic floor as you breathe. And inhale way up on the toes. Exhale everything out. Look past the fingers. Inhale, step or hop forward. Lengthen the spine. Fold, exhale. Press down to rise up. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge forward at your hip creases, Uttanasana. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthen. As you exhale, step to plank or float back, landing in chaturanga. Then inhale, upward dog or cobra, always your choice. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Stretch back and breathe here. Gaze between your feet or your knees, but try to keep a steady gazing point as you focus in on ujjayi inhales, ujjayi exhales. Long and smooth breaths. Let your head hang, arms and ears in line. Now inhale, come onto your toes, lift your buns up, look forward. Step or hop as you exhale, come halfway, lengthen. And then fold, exhale. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart, Samastitihi. Let's do one more. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Keep your ribs in. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips, nice long spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, step or float for chaturanga. Inhale, press through the hands and feet, shoulders above wrists if you're an up dog. Exhale, stretch all the way down dog. So when you get to downward dog, always refocus on steady breath. Check that your low belly is pulled in and up. Pelvic floor muscles are lifted. If the legs are straight here, make sure to firm those muscles. And most importantly, relax your shoulders and your jaw. So with all of the steadiness and strength in each posture, find equal amounts of ease and comfort. Trying to make those equal, that is one of our quote-unquote goals of our practice. Inhale, way up onto the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, and then inhale, step or hop, come halfway up, exhale, and fold. Press down through your feet, and inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bring hands to heart, and now we'll do Surya Namaskar B, the first one modified. Inhale, bend the knees, sit back. Exhale, fold forward, straightening the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float, finding chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into the hands and feet, wide open heart. Exhale for down dog. So this is how we're modifying. As you inhale, we'll lift the right leg up first. Then exhale, step it up by the hands. Spin the back heel down. Then inhale again for warrior one. Pull the right hip back, your heel to heel. Now exhale right away again, chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale, stretch back. So we're adding an extra breath. So inhale, the left leg floats up. As you exhale, step it by the hands, spin the back heel down, heel to heel or wider. Rise up on your inhale. And then exhale, right back down through chaturanga. Inhale again, up dog, full breath in. Exhale, stretch back into down dog, breathing here. We're going to do 2 more rounds of Surya Namaskar B. The other 2 rounds, there will not be a leg lift. So you take the leg lift if you need it, and you might fall a little bit behind, but then you'll catch up in down dog, so it's all fine. Even out your breath again. Stretch back and lengthen through your spine. Keep your steady gaze. Now inhale, come onto the toes. Exhale it all out. Keep your hips high, look up. Inhale, step or hop forward. Come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips. Utkatasana, chair. And then to stand, Samastitihi. All right, here we go. Surya V again. Inhale, bend the knees. Sit back, weight in the heels. Exhale, belly to thighs, and then straighten the legs. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, pressing into the hands and feet. Exhale, stretch all the way back. So right away, step the right foot up, spin the back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. One breath. Then exhale, take the arms back down and lower chaturanga. Inhale to press up. Exhale, stretch back. Right away, left foot steps back, heel is down. Inhale, warrior one. Make sure that knee is over the ankle. Exhale, ride the breath down through chaturanga. Inhale, pressing through the hands and feet. Roll the shoulder heads back. Exhale, downward dog, stretch back. Even out the breath. Now, Seria B is rather vigorous, so remember, if you need a break, push the pause button, take a child's pose, even out your breath, and then come back when you're ready. This is your practice, so do this at your own pace. Remember to keep your lower belly pulled in, the ribs in, firm the legs if you can, lift the pelvic floor muscles. That's where your power comes from. Inhale onto the toes, exhale it out. Step or hop, inhale, halfway lift, fold as you exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, reach up, and exhale to stand. One more time. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, belly to thighs, fold, straighten the legs as much as you can. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float, chaturanga. Inhale, press up into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, stretch back into Adho Mukha. Right foot steps back, heel is down. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Exhale and lower back through chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. You can always take cobra. Exhale, stretching back. Inhale, left foot steps, back heel is down, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, right away, we lower back down. One long breath, if you can manage. Then one long inhale for up dog, and a long exhale to down dog. And then evening out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Do your best to lengthen each breath as long as you can comfortably manage as you pull in through the lower belly, the pelvic floor muscles, stretch back, giving your spine lots of length. Come way up onto the toes, inhale. Exhale it all out. Inhale, step or hop forward. Come to Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. And then fold forward, exhale. Inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, reach up, weight in the heels. And exhale to stand, Samastitihi. Padangusthasana, hands on hips. Step or hop your feet hip socket distance apart. Inhale, open the chest, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases and fold forward. Grab your big toes with your first two fingers. Bend your knees as needed. Then inhale, lengthen. Keep that length through the spine as you fold forward. So if you can straighten the legs, then shift the weight toward the balls of your feet. And if not, it doesn't matter. Keep the crown of your head lengthening toward the floor, but then draw your shoulders away from the ears up toward the waist gently. Breathe. Keep the belly lifted, pelvic floor engaged. Relax your neck. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips, and inhale all the way to stand. Now we'll turn to the long side of the mat. Step your feet out. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Right leg out, back toes in, line up heel to arch. Inhale, arms at shoulder height. Exhale, hinge from the hip. Come forward. Stretch out through the left arm up. So your right hand can go anywhere on the shin, the foot. You can grab your big toe like the Ashtanga traditional way. You could use a block. Keep pressing down into the base of the big toe of your right foot, drawing that right hip under you, and only look up at the left fingertips if it doesn't bother your neck. Again, engage your pelvic floor muscles and belly and breathe. So we're staying most of the pose is approximately 5 breaths, so you'll know that it shall soon be over. So look down at the foot, inhale, come up, take the feet to parallel, left leg out, back toes in, make sure your heel to arch. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease, get long, and then take the hand down. Stretch up through the right arm. Just place the hand anywhere it lands. If it is going to the floor or a block, put it on the little toe side of the foot. Be sure to look forward or down if your neck appreciates that better. Keep drawing the front hip under. Imagine you have a wall behind you that you can rest your front hip against and your shoulders. And then lengthen from the crown of the head all the way through your navel. That whole torso getting long. And return to steady breath. Always returning to breath. Look down to the foot. Inhale, come up for twisted triangle. Turn and face the back of your mat. So walk the right foot over to the right a little bit. Inhale. Right arm, left arm is up. Exhale, bring it to the inside or the outside of the foot or onto the leg. Pull the right hip back. Lengthen the spine. Inhale and twist. Exhale. Reaching up through the right fingertips. So try and pull that right hip back. And then keep pressing through the outer edge of the back foot, firming the leg. And every inhale, think about finding more length through your spine. And every exhale, think about revolving and turning from your rib cage and your chest to twist. And also, lifting belly and pelvic floor will really help in this one. It's a little tricky. If you're wobbly, walk the right foot more to the right. Inhale, make your way up and windmill the arms around. So walk left foot to the left, line up heel to heel or wider. Reach right arm up, inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Big toe side of the foot or onto the leg or the little toe side of the foot. Pull the left hip back. Make sure your hips are level. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, and adding the arm. You can choose to keep the hand at the low back as well. So lift your pelvic floor muscles, really engage all of those muscles and your low belly. And imagine you're holding a block between your inner thighs. That'll give you more stability. And if you're still wobbly, try walking your left foot to the left to give yourself more space between your feet. Even out your breath. And then look down, inhale to come up, face the side of the mat, exhale, step to the front. Utthita Parsvakonasana, step out to the right again, nice and wide. Right leg all the way out, back toes in, heel to arch. Take your arms out. Exhale, bend the knee, lean forward, right forearm to right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over, pinky side of the hand down. Stretch through the torso. You can keep forearm on thigh, or you could slide your hand down to hold your ankle or to the little toe side of the foot or a block. And stretch through the fingertips, the top arm all the way through the outer edge of your back foot. Press into the front heel. Imagine you could turn your belly up toward the ceiling as you breathe here. But see if you can relax around your neck and relax your breath so you can feel some calmness. Inhale, come on up. Straighten the right leg, feet to parallel, left leg out. As you exhale, bend the left knee over the ankle and lean forward, left forearm down, reach the right arm up and over, pinky down, spin the tricep forward. Make sure that knee is right over the ankle and pointed straight ahead. You can take your left hand down as low as you like, or keep forearm on thigh. Stretch through the top fingertips, all the way down the arm, that side of the body, through the outer edge of the back foot. Lift your back inner thigh. Keep that leg firm. And breathe. Don't forget to engage the low belly and the pelvic floor. Press through the heel. Inhale, come up. Now we'll twist it. Turn to the back of the mat. Walk your right foot to the right, so you're heel to heel or wider. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee over the ankle. Lean forward. Take your left arm across. Press your palms together like a prayer twist. You can pick up your back heel and come onto the ball of the back foot if it bothers your back knee. If you want to go deeper, you could take left hand to the floor and reach the right arm forward in line with the ear, again spinning that tricep down so the pinky faces the floor. Now it's harder to breathe in a twist, so just notice that you might have to work at it a little bit more. If your back heel is down, press through the outer edge. Inhale, come up, windmill around to the front, right arm up. Exhale, so you got to walk the left foot to the left a little bit. Make sure your back toes are facing the front of the mat. Take right arm across and twist. Feel free to pick up the back heel if your back knee feels torqued. Keep hands at heart, or if you want to go deeper, right hand comes to the floor or a block, and the left arm sweeps forward, spinning the tricep down. Pull in through the belly and the pelvic floor. I know I'm saying it a lot, but I always need the reminder. And just focus in on breathing here. Draw the left hip back as best you can. Full, smooth breaths. Inhale, come up, face the side. Exhale to the front of the mat, Samastitihi. Prasarita Padottanasana A. We'll turn again to the long side of the mat. This time, feet parallel, toes point in a little toward one another. Firm the legs. Hands on hips. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Hinge from the hips. Exhale, fingertips down. As you inhale, lengthen the spine once again. And then exhale with that long spine. Fold forward any amount. Check where the weight is in your feet. Chances are it's all in the heels. If it is, carefully shift it toward the balls of your feet. Now, if your elbows are bending, you'll line up your wrists under the elbows and then lift your shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Just gaze gently off the tip of the nose, keeping a steady drishti or focal point. And firm those bandhas. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up for C position. Take the arms out at shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale, hook the thumbs or interlace fingers. Inhale, open the chest, lengthen. Exhale, hinging from those hip creases to fold, keeping the spine nice and long. Crown of the head's reaching toward the floor, may or may not touch. But carefully now, shift the weight toward the balls of your feet so that your hips are in line with the heels. Draw the belly in, lift the pelvic floor, focus on the breath. Let those shoulders stretch with the breath, never forcing them, and soften your elbow joints a little. Come on up, inhale, and turn back to the front of the mat. From here, feet hips width, take your arms out to shoulder height, press your fists or your palms together, and step your right foot back and then pivot, face the back of the mat. Walk the right foot over so you're heel to heel or wider. Hips are square. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull that right hip back as you fold. Fold any amount, don't have to go deep. Pull the right hip back and press down into the big toe mound of the right foot. Lift your shoulder heads, and remember, it never matters how deep you get into a pose. Just feel a stretch and keep your muscles firm as you stretch them. That's going to protect them over time. Keep a steady gaze toward your toe or your shin. Steady breath, steady mind. Inhale, come up, turn, and face the front of the mat. Walk your left foot to the left so you're heel to heel or wider. Back toes face the front right corner of the mat. Look up, inhale. Exhale, hinge from the hip creases. Come forward with a long spine. Pulling your left hip back. Press down into the big toe mound of that left foot. Gazing toward the toe or shin, and breathe here. See if you can lift the tips of your shoulders without lifting your elbows. So remember, as you're stretching, firm your muscles. So hamstrings are stretching a lot here, so make sure the quadriceps are engaged. Come on up, inhale. Back to the front, samastitihi, exhale. Little balancing. Going to ground down through the left foot. Pick up your right foot for tree pose, anywhere above or below the knee. Stay with tree, or take right heel toward the navel, and then drop that knee down. Bring your right arm behind your back to hold your left arm. If you can reach, grab the toe on your right foot, which is a little crazy, so don't force it. And then if you've got the toe, and you could use a strap if you'd like, you can fold forward, but you don't have to. These are just options. Most important thing, keep a steady gaze and breathe. Lift lower belly, pelvic floor. Inhale, come halfway up. And exhale all the way slowly to standing, and then release the foot, and we'll do the other side. Ground down through the right leg. The left foot comes up. You can always keep the ball of the foot on the floor in tree too if you're having a rough balance day. I have those. You'll see one coming up. So tree pose or left heel toward the navel. Take it across, point the knee down. Left arm comes behind the back or holds on to the toe. If you have the toe, you can fold forward. Try to keep the length in the spine if you're folding. And if you're not folding, stand up nice and tall and breathe. And if you are folding, still breathe. Keep your belly lifted. Come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, and then all the way back to standing. Good work. I know that one's not so easy. As you inhale, sit back into chair. Exhale, belly to thighs, and then fold in. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, step to plank and lower or jump into chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back into down dog. We're just going to stay a breath or so here and then hold Utkatasana. So inhale to the balls of the feet. Exhale the air out. Step or hop forward. Inhale, lengthen. Fold, exhale, and now bend the knees. Drop the hips for chair pose. Inhale. We'll hold this one. So sink the weight back into the heels. Draw in through the belly. Inner thighs spin down. You can touch your palms together if that's okay with your shoulders, or keep the arms shoulders distance or even wider. But soften around those neck muscles. Soften the jaw. Look up if it's okay on your neck. Hands to heart. You can fold forward and stay, or take your knees in towards your armpits for Bakasana. Shift the weight forward. Keep the gaze forward. If you're up, bring the heels up towards your buns, and then either step or float for Chaturanga. Inhale, press up, and exhale back. As you inhale, step your right foot up by the right hand, spin the back heel down, warrior one. Reach up, so you're heel to heel with your feet or wider. We want to try to square the hips toward the front of the mat. So pull your right hip back. You can touch your palms at the top or keep the arms shoulders distance. Drop your tailbone down, lift your belly in and up. Breathe here. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Make sure that knee's over the ankle. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn and face the back of the mat. Walk your left foot to the left and then bend the knee. Make sure that knee's right over the ankle. Practice pulling back on the left hip and pressing the right hip forward. So you're trying to square off the hips. It doesn't really work for 99% of us, but we try. Keep your front ribs drawing in. Lengthen the low back as you breathe. See if there's something you can soften. Now bring hands to heart. Line up your front heel with your back arch. You're going to have to move your left foot over toward the right a little. And then bend in warrior two and check your knee, making sure it's right above your ankle, and point it over the middle toes. So you got to kind of press your knee toward the little toe side of the foot a bit. Reach out through the arms, lengthen the torso, relax your shoulders, breathe. gazing over those left fingertips. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pivot, turn the right leg all the way out, heel to arch, and then bend the knee. So double check the knee once again, pointed straight over those middle toes. Reach out through your arms, soften around your neck. This is a great personal power pose, warrior. So lift the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Feel your strength, not just physically, but feel it in your mind. As you exhale, windmill the arms down, come to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, press through hands and feet. As you exhale, stretch all the way back into down dog. We're going to come to seated, so take a breath in, come onto the toes, exhale it out, step or hop, and sit down. Extend your legs. Bring your hands right next to your hips. Pull your toes back, but press your heels down and keep your legs firm. Breathe here. Soft gaze toward the toes. So make sure that you're pressing your heels down and pulling the ankles back, flexing them. That'll keep your legs firm. Pull in through the lower belly, lengthen your spine, sit up really tall. Then inhale, reach for the toes or the legs, and exhale, fold. So you can hold anywhere you like. Remember, it doesn't matter how deep you get in, but do your best to lead with your chest, taking some of the roundedness out of the spine. Keep pulling the toes back, flexing the ankles, firming the legs. Deep breaths. Paschimottanasana. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Keep the back of your neck long. Then inhale, come halfway up, and see if you can go in a little bit deeper. If you can't, no worries. I'll stay a little bit longer, stretching out the hamstrings in the lower back. So make sure that you're pulling your belly in to protect your low back, and you're keeping your quadriceps, the tops of your thighs, nice and firm to protect your hamstrings. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale to release. Bring your hands right in front of your hips a little. Press anything up at all. Roll forward, step back to plank, and lower through chaturanga. Then inhale, press into up dog. Exhale, stretched back into down dog. And then come way up onto the toes. Inhale, exhale it out, bend the knees, pull the belly in, look up, step or lightly hop back to seated. So we're going to do a fair amount of those, so you can always skip them. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips face forward or out to the sides if it hurts your wrists, and press up into reverse table. So you can stay in reverse table, let your head go back if that feels okay on your neck. Lengthen your sitting bones to backs of knees. You can also come into the full pose by extending the legs, come down first, and then lift up. Press your feet into the floor and pull your belly in. Inner thighs spinning down, lengthening sitting bones to backs of knees. Release that. Bring your hands right in front of the hips, cross your ankles, pick up anything at all, and then step or float into chaturanga, or you can just skip it and stay seated. Inhale, press up. Exhale, stretch back. Take a breath, come up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale it out. Look forward, step or hop and sit. For Ardha Baddha Padma Paschimottanasana. So take your right ankle just below or just above your left knee, or to the inside of the thigh, or into half lotus. So the heel comes to the navel, and then bring it across. Right arm comes behind the back, left arm reaches for the left foot. So if you can reach your toe, grab it. Otherwise, hold on to your shirts and hinge forward any amount or stay sitting up. Remember, it's not about the pose. It's about keeping your breath steady. All of this work is really an inside job. So as we move through these postures, we do gain strength and flexibility. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left. You can take it just above the knee or to the inside of the thigh or to the navel. Take it across for half lotus. Left arm comes behind the back. Hold what you can reach. Right hand reaches for the foot or the leg. Stay up or exhale, fold forward. Keep your gaze toward your shin or your toes. So as we move through these flows, these practices, we do get stronger and more flexible, but we also learn to have our mind become quieter. We learn to bring ourselves to the present moment. And when we do that, we learn who our real inner self, who we really are. So come on up, release. Hands in front of the hips. Pick up anything at all or not. Step or float back, chaturanga. Inhaling up, exhaling back. Take a breath in, come onto the toes, exhale it out, look up, step or hop, inhale and sit. Extend the legs. We're going to bend the right knee back, heels to the outside of the hip. If this doesn't work for your knees, then just keep both legs forward and fold. Otherwise, fold forward, and you could also put a block underneath your left hip or a folded blanket. That makes this one a little bit easier. If you have something, you can also use a strap to fold forward. It's fine to use the props. They're helpful. Keep your spine nice and long. Relax your shoulders. This one's called Tiryang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Inhale, come up, extend the right leg. And then we'll bend the left leg back, the heels just to the outside of the hip. But if it hurts your foot or your knee, then keep both legs forward. You can fold Paschimottanasana. Otherwise, hinging from the hips, coming forward. And remember, if you prop up that right hip with something, it makes it a little bit easier. Keep your belly pulled in, pelvic floor lifted. So all of this work, all this breath, this movement builds the heat in the body. It burns out impurities in the body and in the mind. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. Hands in front of the hips. Pick it up. Step or float back or not. Then inhale to press up dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take Marichyasana A next. So exhale everything out. Inhale onto the toes. Hips high. Step or float. Sit down. Extend the legs. Now bend the right leg. Oops, I lied. We're taking Janu Sirsasana. Right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Reach for the foot or the leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, extend. Getting ahead of myself. Breathing here. So keep the back of the neck long and gaze at the toes if you're up a little bit higher, or the shin if you're down a little lower. But we want this long line of energy from the crown of the head to the base of the spine, so that we can move the air and the energy through the channels. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Straighten right leg. Bend left. Take it to the inner thigh. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, holding the leg or reaching for the foot. You can also sit up nice and tall. So as we clear that pathway along the spine, it's called Sushumna Nadi, and that's where all of our chakras, our energy centers, are located. And then when we clear any blockages, we have more energy and more vitality. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. Inhale, pick it up. And then we're just going to stay seated this time. Bend your right leg for Marichyasana A. Reach forward so the right heel is in line with the outer right hip. Reach forward, wrap it around, take the left arm behind. You can hold your hand or hold your shirt. Stay up or fold forward. Try to roll that left shoulder back away from the mat. Pull the toes back and keep your heel pressed down, firming the leg. And breathe. Nice steady ujjayi. Inhale, make your way up and release. Straighten your right leg. Bend your left so the heel is by the outside of the hip. There's a little space between legs. Reach forward, wrap that left arm around, bring the right hand behind, holding whatever you can reach. stay up or hinge forward from the hips, rolling the left shoulder away from the floor or rolling it back. Keep the neck long. Remember to draw in through the low belly and lift the pelvic floor muscles as you breathe here. And see where you can relax something. Maybe it's your jaw. Inhale, head up. Exhale to release. Cross your ankles, pick it up, stay or float back into chaturanga. Then inhale to press up. As you exhale, stretch all the way back. For Marichasana C, inhale onto the toes, exhale it out, look forward, step or hop and sit. Extend the legs. Bend your right leg. This time the foot is by the inner thigh. Right hand behind, left arm up. Inhale, take it across, exhale, and twist. Make sure to keep your left toes pulling back. Every inhale, create length through your spine. As you exhale, maybe you can twist in a little deeper, but just with the breath. Never forcing. Inhale, head to center. Exhale, unwind. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left. Left hand behind. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, take it across and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twisting in a little bit deeper if you can. Remember, move with your breath. Slow is real, so using your breath to move into the poses little by little. Inhale, turn back to center, cross your ankles, pick it up. Either we will stay here. We're going to come into Savasana, boat pose. So hands behind the knees, lean back, keep your spine long. You can hold on behind the knees as much as you like the whole time, or reach your fingertips forward. Lift your chest, pull your belly in, lift your pelvic floor. Shift the gaze a little bit up, release. Cross the ankles, pick up anything at all, sit back down. Again, boat pose. Lift the legs. Remember, hold on behind the knees as much as you would like to. Keep your spine long. Pull the belly in, lift the pelvic floor, and breathe. Gotta keep your spine long and your chest lifted. And release. Cross the ankles. Pick it up or not. Sit back down. Last one. So long spine. Shift the weight back so you can pick up the feet. Hold on. Keeping the knees bent, or you can try straightening them, but make sure that your spine doesn't start to round. So keep the belly lifted, widen the chest, pelvic floor engaged, and release. Slowly, slowly lower yourself onto your back with your heels under the knees. Make sure your heels are under your knees, toes in, tilt the pelvis up. Inhale, make your way up into bridge. Roll the shoulders under. Keep your palms flat or interlace fingers. Spin the inner thighs down. Keep your neck long as you breathe. Lengthen your sitting bones towards the backs of your knees. And imagine you're holding a block between your inner thighs. Release. We come down just for a breath today. So heels still under knees. You can stick with bridge, or if you practice Urdhva Dhanurasana, you can do that as well. Pressing up. Keep your neck long if you're in bridge. And I will go through Urdhva or full wheel in the next round if you want to try that one. Lengthening sitting bones again toward backs of knees. Lifting hip points, frontal hip points toward the low ribs. Stretch out the front of your body as you breathe. Release and lower, just for a breath. And we'll do one more. You can do bridge again, or bring your hands up by your ears, elbows point up, come to the crown of the head, line up wrists and elbows, and then press up. Make sure your toes are still pointing in toward one another, just a bit, so that your inner thighs are spinning down. Press your weight a little bit toward the chest and hips toward the backs of the knees. And breathe. If you're all the way up, bring your chin into your chest first and then come down. And now we'll hug the knees in. Yay! And rock a little side to side. Apanasana. Give your low back a little massage. Either roll off to your right or roll yourself up a couple of rocks and come to seated. And extend your legs. Paschimottanasana. So reach for the toes of the legs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale to extend forward. So still hinging from your hips here. Keeping the spine long. And instead of thinking head to knees, think belly to thighs. So breathe it out here. Now if your hamstrings are tight, feel free to bend your knees this time, because we want to give a nice little counter pose after our back bends. But if your legs are straight, pull the toes back, flex the ankles from the legs, and focus on your breath. Inhale, lift your head, and exhale to release. Lie on your back. So if your back is healthy and you don't have any pain, you don't have to use your hands. But if you have any pain in the back, then use the hands. Inhale, lift your legs up toward the ceiling. Now, if you haven't done a shoulder stand before, watch first, and then you can do it. So if you're going to come into shoulder stand, you can do half shoulder stand where you lift a little bit and hold just above your hips, or take your feet toward the floor behind you, roll the shoulders under, and then lift the legs. Keep your chin away from your chest, and do not, I repeat, do not turn your head while you're in shoulder stand. So that is why it's good to watch it first. Slowly make your way into Halasana, plow pose, feet behind you. They may or may not touch. You can hold your hands on your low back or reach them forward and interlace. But lift your buns up toward the ceiling. So you're trying to lift up away from those shoulders. And then you can bend your knees a little bit, or you can take them down around the ears and squeeze. This is called Karni Pandasana. And you can keep the hands interlaced or hands to hips. And breathe. And then releasing the hands, you're going to roll down slowly, but bring your hands a little bit close to one another. So as you roll down, your butt will land on your hands. And then press yourself onto your forearms and elbows. Lift your chest and look back for fish pose, Matsyasana. So it's our counter pose after shoulder stand. So your head may or may not touch, but you're lengthening out your neck and widening your chest. It's a little upper back bend. It's one of my favorite poses, actually. Steady breath and release. Hug your knees into your chest. You can roll to the right to press up, or again, rock yourself once or twice and come on up, pick it up, and then step or float, chaturanga, or just stay seated. Inhale, press up to up dog. Exhale, stretch back to down dog. Come way up onto the toes, hips high, and this time we're coming to the knees. So step or hop to the knees. So it's headstand time. So I'll give you a couple options. Option 1 is dolphin. Interlace the fingers. Elbows are under shoulders, no wider than. Lift up and back. And stay here, pressing onto your forearms and elbows. And then you can work on stepping your feet back and bringing your chest forward for dolphin plank. And this will get you really strong. It'll stretch out your shoulders and get you really strong, so you'll be able to do headstand at a later date. If you do practice headstand, make sure you're coming onto the crown of the head, so fingers and ears, and then touch the fingers at the crown of the head. And use the wall, please. So how you use the wall? Well, first make sure that with the crown of the head down, you can lift your head off the mat. And how you use the wall is knuckles come to the wall, lift one leg first to the wall, and then the other leg will follow. And then flex your ankles and let your heels rest on the wall. If you practice headstand in the middle of the room, you're welcome to, but only if you've done this before. Remember, only about 30% of the weight or less should be on your head in a headstand. If you're at the wall, split the legs, bring down one leg at a time. Or if you're in the middle of the room, come on down and do a child's pose and just kind of turn your head a little side to side, giving your neck some release. And then looking forward, we're going to make our way into plank pose and lower chaturanga. Exhale. Then up dog on your inhale. And stretch back to down dog as you exhale. We're going to stay a couple extra breaths here so that you can release the neck. So turning your head, nodding yes and no, or just let it hang. Even out your breath. Moving your head, lengthening your neck. And then inhale onto the toes, look forward, lightly step or hop and sit. Our last three poses before Savasana, but first we're going to take the legs wide. I'm adding this. Turn your right thigh out and then bring your heel toward the navel, take it across and then release. Turn your left thigh out, heel toward the navel, take it across and then back out. Do it again with the right, so external rotation of the thigh, bring it across, maybe rested on the left thigh, maybe not. Release, and then turn that leg out, heel toward the navel, then bring it across and maybe rest it on the thigh. So those are half lotuses. So if half lotuses work, you can always do them, or you can stay with your shins crossed. So you take the right leg first, and you can keep the left shin down, or you can bring it up, and then that's full lotus. Taking your elbows behind your back, inhale, and then folding forward, either with shins crossed, half lotus, or full lotus. This is sealing in the benefits of your practice. So it doesn't matter which position your legs are in, just fold forward. Grabbing your elbows. Maybe one day you and I will be able to reach our toes with our hands in full lotus. Maybe not. But it doesn't matter because it's not about how deep we get in. Inhale, come on up. I'm going to let my lotus go because it didn't feel that great, to be honest. So I'm crossing my shins now. You do what works for you. Bring your thumb and first finger together and rest your backs of your hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall and breathe. Thumb first finger together is Yana Mudra. And we're connecting with our innate inner wisdom. Just slow inhales and exhales. Even breath. Nice long spine. And then find some ease and comfort someplace. Around the shoulders, in the jaw, forehead, wherever. Just finding softness. But keep the spine long. And then we'll release that. Our last pose before Savasana is Utplatahi, where we pick anything up. So you can pick up your butt, maybe your butt and your feet. If you can take lotus, it's actually easier to get your butt and your feet up. So pick up anything and breathe. Keep your gaze a little bit forward. Don't let your head drop. And hold it. Lift your belly. Lift your pelvic floor a lot. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. You've got this. You're super strong. Personal power at its best. And then release. I'm going to release my lotus again. We'll take one more vinyasa. You can do this from lotus, which is fun. I'll show you in another video. Or shins crossed, lean forward, get your elbows a little under the belly. Lift your legs up, uncross them. Chaturanga. Inhale, press into up dog. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And then we'll come onto the toes. Inhale, exhale it out, hips high. Look past your fingers, step or hop and sit. And then lie down for Savasana. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of the knees, shoulder blades toward the waist. Let your feet flop open, arms away from your body, palms up. Close your eyes and let your body be heavy. And now forget about your breathing. Just naturally breathe. Release any tension in your jaw, your forehead, your neck, the shoulders. Scan your body and breathe any tension away. Our quote today comes from Joel Osteen. You need to associate with people that inspire you, people that challenge you to rise higher, people that make you better. Don't waste your valuable time with people that are not adding to your growth. Your destiny is too important. A quiet mind and quiet body rest in Savasana. Right where you are, take a slightly deeper breath in. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, wrists, ankles. Stretch yourself, arms and legs, stretching overhead. Then bend the knees, roll yourself onto your right. Take this moment to honor yourself frequently and constantly. Make your way up to seated, hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to your heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to your mouth, reminding you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. The light in me recognizes, honors, and loves the light in you. If you enjoyed today's class, try this Ashtanga intro class. A lot of people love it. And did you know that today's class is part of my Hatha Yoga Joy 30-day program? For the entire program, click this playlist.